What's happening, family? Listen, I wanted to do this video real quick and talk about what's worse between the overt and the covert narcissist. So first, I want to express to you guys that I don't believe that any narcissist is just one particular way. I think they, swing between both. And that's what I've always heard in my research. And that's kind of not only just what I've heard in my research, but the narcissists that I dealt with, I actually saw them kind of swing between vulnerable and grandiose. I saw them go from, being the best thing in the world to being like the most vulnerable, damsel in distress. Like I actually witnessed it. So I can honestly say that I don't believe that any of the narcissists stay in one particular state. So because they don't stay in one particular state, what I'll say is I'll give you what I dealt with when I was dealing with a person when they were in their overt state, and then I'll give you what I gathered from a person that was in their vulnerable or covert state. So when I was dealing with the overt narcissist, or the person that was in their overt state, they were extremely aggressive and abrasive up front, extremely mean. Like I used to be like, I used to look at her like sometimes I'm like, why the hell are you so mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been through so much shit in my life, and my heart didn't turn that black. And I'm thinking about like all of the things that I've been through. And I guess, being empathic, we're always going to, try to see the good in the situation, or try to, find God in the situation, or whatever the case may be. So I guess it's a protection where our heart doesn't get hardened in that way. But she was extremely just overtly mean for whatever reason. And I couldn't understand, because she seemed like she had such a perfect life. Like she had good credit, she had a nice home, she was a beautiful girl. Back then, now she's starting to age a little bit, but even especially back then, she was an extremely attractive girl, all of that kind of stuff. So I couldn't understand. I'm like, what you so upset about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who hurt you in life to the point where, you're acting out in this manner? You know what I'm saying? Like, so with her, she was upfront mean. Like, just anything that you said to her, she would have like a snarky comment, or she was real sarcastic. She was very in your face. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, now I'll give you the sequence. I actually dealt with the overt before I dealt with the covert. So then when I dealt with the overt and I saw how mean she was up front, I was like, damn, like I have never seen this type of evil in my life. Like, why is she so evil? Why is she so mean? Why is she so this? Why is she so that? And I thought that was like the worst situation that I would ever deal with in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I honestly didn't see it getting any worse than that. You know what I'm saying? I really, truly, at the end of that relationship, I was like, I've seen the worst. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the worst that I could see until I met that covert. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I want to drop this video right quick, because, with the overt narcissist, at least you know what you're getting up front. They're going to talk their shit. They're going to, be disrespectful up front. They're going to be in your face. They're going to be, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily like in your face, but I mean, just like they're going to be disrespectful. They're going to talk shit. They're going to, name call. They're going to do all of those types of, they're going to triangulate in your face. They're going to, be flirting with other dudes in your face, all of that kind of stuff. The overt is going to do all of that kind of stuff. Now, to me, even in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Even like just growing up, just to me, the person that was obvious was never the most dangerous to me. You know what I'm saying? So for me, in my own personal experience, I feel like the covert narcissist was the worst. You know what I'm saying? When it came down to the damage that she could cause. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the overt, you kind of learn to keep them at a distance early because of how abrasive they are, just upfront and, openly about how abrasive and just ugly they can be. The covert can hide. You know what I'm saying? The covert can hide for years. Like my situation, the covert narcissist, she hid who she really was for so long that I honestly believed the character that she showed me for so many years. So because I was believing that character, she was able to get closer to me. She was able to get a lot closer to me, and she was able to gain my trust a little bit deeper. So, anybody that has your trust or anybody that can get closer to you is going to be more dangerous to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that I noticed about the covert is that she was very charming, very sweet. She never really showed the upfront anger and the nastiness that the overt showed just off the break. You know what I'm saying? Like the overt, as soon as you say something to her, she boom. You know what I'm saying? She's going off and you looking at her like, man, what the hell wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, but the covert would play the feminine woman. She would play like she was nice and sweet, and the whole time she's plotting and planning, and she's plotting to inflict the most damage that she can at the right time. You know what I'm saying? So the overt was like openly mean and aggressive right then and there in the moment, and would say certain things like in the moment that would strike you like, it may even hurt your feelings because you don't think that somebody's going to say something like that to you or be that level of disrespectful. But the covert will sit back and plot and plan on you for months and months and years, and just to figure out how they can hurt you in the worst way. You know what I'm saying? They are very sneaky and manipulative in the worst way, to the point where they literally will take their time and season you up. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make you feel very, very good. Like when I was dealing with the overt narcissist, I just had this feeling like this ain't gonna last too long because she's too disrespectful, and I'm too like my personality and her personality was like oil and water, because I'm the type of person that's gonna stand up for myself if you continue to attack me. You know what I'm saying? So because I felt continuously attacked when I was dealing with the overt narcissist, I would, always kind of stand up for myself right at the very beginning. But with the covert, she was so sneaky, and she was around me. She was able to be around me for so long because she played extremely sweet. She played nice. She played loving. You know what I'm saying? So I was drawing her in closer and closer and closer, and not realizing that she was more poisonous. You know what I'm saying? She was, the other one had a toxic bite, but this one was like a toxic, deadly bite. You know what I'm saying? So, and she got me so close in that now she had free reign to bite me whenever she wanted to, because I trusted her that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like me playing with a pet snake that I didn't realize, like, oh, this snake is venomous, and somebody else had the snake and they were playing with it. I saw that the snake had been friendly with them, and the snake has been friendly with everybody else, and then I grabbed the snake, and then all of a sudden, the snake turns on me and bites me. You know what I'm saying? So this is just what I got. This is my experience dealing with the two. So to me, I feel like the covert narcissist is extremely more dangerous. Not necessarily because they're more evil or whatever the case may be, but because the covert narcissist will get closer to you. You know what I'm saying? They have tactics and they use their manipulation very well to the point where they will get extremely close to you. Like, a lot of people will see the overt narcissist coming from a mile away and just be like, I don't want to deal with that person. I'm going to stay, I'm going to keep a little bit of distance with that person because, you know, I can see that they're very abrasive. As to where the covert will be charming and draw you in and want to, you know, spend some time with you and, you know, want to love bomb you and want to show you all of this, you know, all of these different things. And all of that is to draw you in to bite you harder. You know what I'm saying? All of that is to draw you in to inflict the most venom in you that they can once they do actually bite you. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to drop this video real quick. I hope this helps you guys. I hope this kind of explains the differences. And this is just my own personal experience and my own personal opinion about it. But to me, anything that is sneaky is going to always be more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? That to me, anything like a dude in the streets that's real loud, he's not going to be as dangerous as the dude that's real sneaky. You know what I'm saying? So, like, these are things that, you know, things that I just picked up along the way as far as my experience dealing with both narcissists. And like I said, with the overt, at the time, I thought that that was the most evil thing that I had ever seen, because I had never seen somebody so openly mean, like so uncaringly mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the point where, because most people, when when you meet most people, you think, most people want to put a good foot forward and they don't want to rub people the wrong way. But with an overt narcissist, they don't really care about rubbing people the wrong way, as long as they are getting the attention that they're looking for and gaining supply and all of that kind of stuff. And like I said, she was attractive enough to still gain supply, even though she had a bad attitude, even though her attitude was foul. And, she would talk to people any type of way. And not just men, she would talk to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, she would talk to everybody just foul, like bosses at work. And I'm like, you really think that you really that? You know what I'm saying? You not really that, but okay, but I guess she always used her sex appeal and her looks and everything to get her past a lot of situations. And then so when, like I said, when I started dealing with the covert, she was a lot more subtle, a lot more sneaky, a lot more laid back and charming, but was a lot more vicious and a lot more her bite had more potential to do detrimental damage than the overt. And like I said, a lot of that is just because you kind of keep the overt at a distance, and the covert gets a lot closer to you. So I hope that helps you guys, and I hope that that kind of explains the difference to me. Like I said, what I got from dealing with the overt and the covert. So I will talk to y'all later, man. I love y'all. Talk to y'all in a minute.